Here they are now, Morecambe and Wise.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. As you can see, the elderly gentleman who usually assists me is not here tonight, which gives me an opportunity to sing a couple of tracks from my latest LP called Yearn for Earn. One of the tracks is called Small is Beautiful, and the other one is called ERN spells paradise. Thank you. ERN spells paradise. ERN spells joy. ERN spells paradise.
Oh, you love it. You love it.
I wish I was.
I just come out to tell you that I'm going now. No.
You've been saying that for years.
I know. You don't need me.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you what. If you can't get laughs dressed like that, then you never will. I promise you. I've got to be honest, that is a lovely suit.
You like it?
Tailor-made?
No, off the hook.
Which butcher shop?
Which butcher?
What are they like?
Oh, they're a lovely audience tonight.
Oh, good. They're in for a hell of a surprise. When the injection wears off and they realise where they are.
Well, what is that thing there?
That thing,
Yeah, that thing.
as you call it,
Yes.
is an uncontrollable monster.
Is it really?
Yes. I've fallen off that saddle so many times, people are calling me Prince Charles.
Then,
Yes. I told you. You're topical, eh?
being topical. Well, I must say, you've got the build of an athlete.
Oh, it's
There's
true,
no doubt
isn't it?
about
It's
that.
true. You see, I get all my power from the calf muscles.
The calf muscle.
Yeah, just here, just
Yes.
there. My calf muscles are there.
Yeah.
Makes me walk funny.
No, but I must say,
Oh,
you're
what?
a bit too...
You're going to say something else?
You're a bit too classic for me, you know. I
What?
can't keep up with you.
Well, who can? Not many people can go suffer
Yeah, suffer.
like I suffered.
Yeah, you suffer, yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. It's what we in our profession call going through the pain barrier.
And you've been through the pain barrier?
Oh, yes.
When?
Well, the first time I sat on that bike
Yes.
and realised some fool had stolen the saddle.
Is that right? Yes.
Yeah. I didn't gargle for 3 weeks, you know.
Didn't you?
Couldn't hold the glass.
I must say,
What?
I think they're fantastic.
What?
Those plus fours.
What do you like these?
Oh, they're really something.
I made these myself.
Did you?
Yeah. Out of 2 old vacuum cleaner bags.
2 old vacuum.
Well, there's only one snag.
What?
Every time I breathe in, you see,
Yeah.
I suck my shirt off.
Oh, did you?
It's true, that. Totally true.
I must say it's a magnificent-looking machine.
It is. Want to try it?
No, not in my condition.
Are you with child?
No, but I'm not as fit as you are.
Who is? Who is?
You see, unfortunately, I can't cock my leg over. It intrigues me, though. It's
Yes,
quite
it intrigues me,
fascinating. It's quite different, isn't it?
What?
I mean, why does it slope down like
Oh, that's
that?
for me. It gives me the impression that when I'm on it, I'm going downhill all the time.
Very clever.
Oh, it's true.
And it seems to be full of gimmicks and gadgets.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm wind assisted, you know.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that good?
No trouble there. Anything else?
Well, there's all sorts
how
of
do
things.
How do you, say, for instance, feed yourself?
Well, I have a sandwich.
A sandwich?
You press that lever.
Press that lever?
Yes.
Okay.
There you are. Have a sandwich. Help yourself.
That's very good,
Put it
isn't
back because it gets annoyed.
Oh, yes, I know.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, would you like a cigar?
Yes, please.
Yeah, have a cigar.
Oh, I see.
A light?
A light? Ah! It's very clever, isn't it?
isn't it?
Hello, Rubber Duck here, Rubber Duck here.
What was that voice then?
Citizen band radio, that.
Oh, I thought it came from the cigar.
Hello. Hello. This is Hurricane Eric here. Hurricane Eric. Yeah. What's the weather like over the Wofford Gap? Over.
The The weather is Des O'Connor. The weather is Des O'Connor.
What's that?
Not so good. Any other messages? Over.
Hello, Rubber Duck here. Must have information on plastic gnome. Must have information on plastic gnome.
It's for you.
ERN spells paradise. ERN spells joy.
Good evening. The subject for discussion tonight is British Rail catering. Do we get value from the food and drink we pay for on our railway journey? To discuss this topic, I have with me two gentlemen who have just completed an extensive investigation into British Rail catering. Dr. Ernest Wise of the Open University.
They forgot to put the windows in. Hello.
Seated next to him, Mr. Eric Morecambe. Mr. Eric Morecambe, author of the best-selling Railway Traveller's Guide, Intercity Ulcer. Well, gentlemen, let's imagine that we are on our train, seated in the dining car.
Right.
Pardon me, Bob. Is that the
Gentlemen,
I'm going over the top. Oh,
there's no need for that.
oh, train. Stop.
As I was saying, let us imagine that we are seated in our dining car.
Yes.
I think I'll have an aperitif.
Yes, well, off you go, but don't be too long.
I think that's a drink. That's a drink.
Oh,
Could we have the first item, please? This is a wine taken at random from an intercity wine list. And we... and we await your comments. Well?
I was till I tasted that.
I've tasted this wine before. It's rather unkind to the palate. Tends towards the capricious. A rather advanced wine.
About 1985, I would say.
It's my guess that it's the once popular King's Cross Hock.
No, you're wrong.
Wrong?
No?
Wrong. Right.
Yes, that, in my opinion, is definitely the Jimmy Savile Sauterne.
The Jimmy Savile Sauterne?
Yeah, my friend is quite correct. I withdraw my previous...
What we call in our profession the away day wine.
Away day wine?
2 glasses of that and you're away for at least a day.
This is a no-nonsense wine.
Oh, yes! What? You must never drink this wine while the train is standing in the station.
You do surprise me.
Oh, no. I once drank a whole bottle of that wine, and I arrived in Rugby half an hour before the train.
He's a dry old stick, isn't he?
Dr. Wise?
Wow! What?
Dr. Wise?
I concur.
Yes, well, if you drink that stuff, I promise you. Woo! That is, well, no arguments, but that is LMS wine.
LMS wine?
Yes, Lucozade mixed with soot. That's good stuff, that. Oh, what? Hey, oh.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, it's a pleasure, pleasure.
Thank you for your comments.
It's a pleasure.
Could we have the next item, please? Let's see what you make of this one. Dr. Wise.
No, it's a sausage. Oh, hellfire! You were close. Hey, you were close.
This is very popular with the businessman.
Oh, popular with the businessman, that.
yeah.
Mm.
This is the standard British Rail breakfast, which received the seal of approval after 5 years of testing at the British Rail breakfast establishment in
1965. 1965.
Yes. Look, it's still there. It's still
still
stuck
there.
to the plate.
I think we'd better move on to the next item. Could you bring on the next item?
Yes, yes, lovely. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That should be very familiar to both you gentlemen.
Oh, yes, that is British Rail coffee, and not what many people believe, brake fluid.
There's no other coffee like that in the whole of the world.
No.
That is unique.
Until recently, that was classified information.
Classified information, British Rail coffee.
Yes.
Could you explain?
Oh, yes, we are now in a position to reveal that British Rail coffee was used to fuel the American space shuttle.
Fuel for the American space shuttle? I find that very hard to believe.
Oh, I can prove it. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Perhaps we'd better move on to the next item.
Yeah. That's almost as good as the wine. I think you ought to lie down for a moment.
This is...
Will you work quicker? I'm dying here.
This is it. This is it.
What is it? What is it?
The much maligned British Rail meat pie. This is something you must tell us all about once and for all.
That is exquisite. Exquisite. Just look at the crust on that.
Look at the crust. That crust is actually welded in a steel factory in Sheffield.
Yes. That crust was created by a master craftsman.
You try that for yourself, and
Yes.
you'll soon
Give it
find
a
out.
try. Give it a
Oh,
try.
thank you.
Be honest.
You're so right.
Isn't it? Well, you're not dealing with mugs here, you know. Oh, no.
I must confess that I have never in all my life tasted such a delicious...
Hey, you, come here.
What now?
Go and get 2 more buckets of cement.
2 more buckets of cement?
Yes, right away.
No.
And I'm telling you...
And I'm telling you, no.
What's this?
20 years I've worked at this job, carrying buckets of cement day in and day out. I'm a human being, not a pack horse.
What brought this on all
A
at once?
million buckets of cement I've carried, a million buckets. I'm finished. I've had it. I'm off.
It's no good. Eric's got to be told. How am I going to tell him? I'll just have to come right out with it and tell him to his face that I can't stand him any longer. No, I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it tactfully and with compassion. I'll just tell him to clear off. Just have a shave. Any particular reason? There's hair growing out my face.
Of course, you wouldn't know about that being part Red Indian, would you? I use a new blade and it'll cut my own throat.
That would have solved a few problems.
Pardon?
Sit down. I've got something on my mind, something of the utmost importance.
And if my tortoise has bitten you at the back of the leg again, I'll get rid of him. You see, he gets excited when he sees you and he jumps up.
I was dreading this moment. Dreading it.
Those ulcer tablets.
Yes.
A waste of time taking those.
Yeah.
You've been taking those for 6 months. You still haven't got one.
Classic example, that is. Life's just one big laugh as far as you're concerned. You are completely irresponsible.
Yeah.
You always leave me to do everything.
Yeah, but I haven't got your special gift, have I?
What special gift is that?
You're the only man I know who can actually tune a ukulele with his feet. That's very difficult to do. I've seen you do that at parties.
You've done it again, haven't you? Have you ever thought what you'd do if I left?
Cheer. I cheer first and then get another tortoise.
Always
Or maybe even a gerbil, you never know. I could get another gerbil.
Always the funny man, aren't you? I know one thing, I'd get along very nicely without you.
Doing what?
I'd have no trouble in finding work.
Oh, come off it, Ern, you're too old. You're too old. Now, anyway, you don't get paid for being a brown owl.
That wasn't what I meant, and you know it. You don't take anything seriously, do you? You were just the same when we were kids.
Take anything seriously? When
Yeah.
we were kids?
When we were kids.
When we were kids? Who was it who told me his father was a tax exile?
Well, my father was a tax exile.
Yeah, he was in prison.
You were always jealous of me and my family.
Jealous?
Yeah.
Of you and your family? Your brother?
My brother, yeah.
The one with the cross eyes?
Yeah.
The one that went to Brazil to join the Mounties?
All right. Who got us our first start in show business?
I'll grant you that. I'll grant you that.
Recognition at last.
Oh, yeah, and a great show it was, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I was a chorus boy in The Chocolate Soldier.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I was only been on the stage for 5 minutes and I started to melt.
The Merry Widow?
What you did in the afternoon had got nothing to do with me.
But what about that show, Soldiers in Skirts?
That was 25 years ago. You only took the skirt off last week.
I've had you up to here, you and your...
Who helped, if you're going to be like this, who helped you after you failed the audition for Captain Millington's Singing Midgets?
I didn't fail the audition for Captain Millington's Singing Midgets.
You did. He said you were too small.
Don't you ever stop.
Captain Millington said, I can hear a noise, but I can't see where it's coming from. That's what he said.
Oh, let's forget about the whole thing. I'm sorry I spoke.
Yes. Suit you now to forget about the whole thing, wouldn't
Why?
it?
Why?
Eh? It would suit you to forget Veronica and her dancing duck.
What about Veronica and the Dancing Duck?
Oh, I think I didn't know what was going on when we played that theatre in Gateshead.
There was nothing going on between me and Veronica.
I'm not talking about Veronica. I'm talking about the duck that followed you every night. There was mallard everywhere.
Every time I open my mouth, you have a go at me,
Well,
don't you?
you asked for it.
You even knock the plays what I write.
Oh, yes.
Some of the greatest plays written for some of the greatest actors in the world.
Whom like?
Sir Alec Guinness.
Oh, yeah. Alec Guinness. A lot of good your play did him. He's doing Tiswas now.
Every time you have to put the boot in, don't you? I'm absolutely fed up.
Well, what's this leading up to?
I'll tell you what it's leading up to. I'll tell you what it's leading up to. You and me are finished.
Do you mean that?
Yes, I mean it.
I mean, you're not just saying that to cheer me up, are you? Well, when are you leaving?
I'm not leaving. This is my flat and I pay for everything in it. You're the one who's leaving, and the sooner the better.
All right, I'll leave now. I'll go and pack.
There's no need to. I've done it for you. And here's your coat. And your stupid cap.
Suits me down to the ground.
That cap very nearly is.
Goodbye.
No, allow me. I'll do that. Goodbye.
Yeah.
thought you'd gone.
Forgot my scarf.
Well, there it is. Go and get it.
Is it all right to cross the threshold? Can I come in?
Yes, come in. It's your scarf.
A new play?
Yes.
A lot of talent there, huh?
Don't start doing the jokes again.
No, I'm not. I'm serious.
You mean you like it?
It's one of the greatest, this.
Greatest?
This is a classic, this one.
Really?
Yep.
Well, matter of fact, I finished it this morning.
It's got to be the greatest thing you've ever written, that. This play is one for the archives.
You think it's that good?
What? When other writers read this, they'll want to pack in and become road sweepers.
Well, I was rather pleased with it.
Please?
Yes.
And this play is a diamond in a crown of talent.
Would you like a cup of tea?
I'd love one, yeah.
I'll go and put the kettle on. There might be a few chocolate biscuits left.
Yeah, lovely. I tell you what, if we never do anything else, we've got to do this play. It's brilliant.
It is very good, isn't it?
Genius.
Yes.
That boy will never learn.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Well,
That was marvellous. I really enjoyed that.
that's the end of the show.
Yes? Well, I'll be off then.
Yeah, just say goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody. I'll see you at the bus stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
My car's waiting.
You're not going to do a number or anything with anybody, are you?
Well, of course not. How could I do that? I mean, there isn't anybody to do it with, is there?
Only Richard Vernon, and he's a dry old stick, isn't
Yes, he's a dry old stick.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it, yes. No, you've nothing to worry about. I'm going straight home.
he? Well, I'll see you then.
Yeah, okay.
See you back at home.
Okay.
You wave when you go by the bus stop.
Yeah, we're from the car, yes.
Okay. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, you can come out now.
Eric, what a pleasure this is, Eric. What?
No, I'm not Eric. I'm Ern. Little Ern.
You're a...
Yeah.
Music! Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love.